folks, welcome back to another episode of Gertie's Garage. Today we're working on Artic Cats, making questionable decisions, and we're driving a Chevy Lug. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So like I said with the intro, with the old love there, working on some Artic Cats. You're probably asking yourself, what kind of Artic Cats? Well, we got pumas, we got cheetahs, we got jags, we got lynx, we got all sorts of Artic Cats. I mean, there's even cats that live in the trees. But no, when I mean cats, I mean we're gonna be working on a very cool cat. Cool cats and kittens. Not that cat, not that cat. That's a poo-poo Polaris. That's a RUPP. We don't want that either. No, I think what we want is right here. The big fat Panther. 340. She got a trail sticker when she was last in the ditches. Oh, what's that one say? 79. Okay, we'll go 79. Well, she's been sitting for 40 years. Okay, so pop our power bar in here. What are we doing with? Oh, we got a broken hood. That's no good. But we got a 340 Kawasaki, so that's good. So I'm gonna get this one up to the house. Unlike that one, that one failed us. I had a 440 in it, and that turned out to be a lost cause to get running. So there she sits. That Jag, we did an episode on that. Runs mint right around the yard every once in a while, and yeah. So time to get the sled dollies, boys. Get her off the trailer. There's the dog barking at me up there. And get her up to the old garage and start tearing into her. See what we got on her fingers here. I'm gonna say she's probably gonna be a mess and she ain't gonna run, but hey, you never know. Or we could just work on this rup. I mean, I don't know, that'd be worth something. It's got a sax. It's locked up too. That's good. That cat, that's a lost cause, but we're gonna work on that one. Oh, it's even got wood grain. I didn't even notice that. Schwanky Artic Cat. All right, enough talking, more doing. Oh, it's also 40 degrees or something like that. It was like negative 20 a week ago. It's beautiful. Yep, nothing to it but to do it. Huh, I just noticed that. 69. Yeah. Alright, as you can see, we got the kitty off the trailer. Oh, we're losing cleats already, so that's great. And drive shafts. So that's great. So we can't ride this old girl. That's no surprise. Oh yeah, it gets worse. Oh boy. They were whole at one time. I'm tired now. That thing is heavy. Must be electric start. That's what's heavy. But yeah, here we go. Get the sled dollies, boys, and get her up to the garage. Oh, this is already gonna be fun. Sarcasm. Alright, the hood came off. That was the first thing that did. It was broken already. I just cut all the, yeah, I just cut the bolts. Yeah, whatever. It's broken anyways. It's fine. It's fixable if you need to fix it. But I think this is a parts machine anyway, so with that being said, this is a parts machine. Let me show you. Oh my goodness. Okay, forget that. But anyways, this is our issue. It's locked up tighter than the last one was. So I think the first thing we're gonna do, I already had this soaking. It's been soaking in ATF and diesel for 2 weeks, and I can see it dripping through off the exhaust. So I think we're gonna pull the plugs back out. I'm gonna pull the carburetor off it. What else can we do? This one's a little bit. Oh, we're gonna pull the recoil off. Get a pry bar on it, get some more fluid on the cylinders, and we're just gonna keep going. Try to get her freed up. But yeah, because hopefully in a perfect world, well, this will be the parts machine for that Puma we were working on last week sometime. And yeah, this thing should be good. We can make one sled out of the 3. And then go ahead and take the rear suspension out of the Jag and put it in the Puma, and or why don't we just take the engine out of the Jag and put it in the Puma? I don't know. I want to go this route because I want a 340. I don't know why. 440 would be fun, but yeah. Anyways, I'll proceed with action, I guess. See how this goes. Yikes. Disappointment. Oh, well, we got a mouse hose. That's to be expected. I pulled this carburetor off, and it actually don't look that bad. But the intake, I mean, same as last one. We got that. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a, it's not really sand. We got sand on the other one. They're kind of down. Well, the Minnesota River, it runs past the guy's place where I got these. So the sand and the moisture and everything, yeah. Like that one, that 440, that the case is broke on now because I finally threw a hammer at it. Yeah, it must have got water in the bottom end because it's junk. Anyways, I'm hoping this 340 ain't the same song and dance, but you know, I'll keep digging into her. It's not looking good so far. So, nice, I'll pop plugs back out, clean all the dirt dauber nest off it because it's full. I'm gonna pop that recoil off. And yeah, I guess we'll go from there. Again, darn it, the freaking Kawasaki engineers thought it was a good idea to put flathead screws right here on the cowling next to the exhaust where it'd get warm and it'd get moisture and it. Yeah, no, I don't like you anymore. Almost as much as I despise your engines. Anyways, enough trash talking Kawasaki. Because they did put together a pretty mean sled in the 80s. Yeah. So, without further yonder, let's, yonder, Honda. Let's get that recoil off. Let's get a pry bar on there and start ripping on it. Just freaking break everything, because that's what you want to do. And then when that fails, then we'll pop the heads off. And then when that fails, then we'll take the exhaust off. Then when that fails, pull the motor out and it'll end up like that 440. Deja vu. Over again. Anyways, oh yeah, look at this battery. Ooh, sweet. I dig that. Dig that. Snapped the battery. So that's from the 80s. Well, that's cool. But yeah. Ooh, does that come off? Should. Oh no, it's part of the intake. Never mind. Yeah. Ooh. We got some sort of, I don't know what that is. Ouch. I feel on sharp. Ouch. Okay, proceed. Oof, definitely getting hantavirus from this one. Yeah, it's bad. Oh well, whatever. I don't know. Alright, after I pulled the recoil off and found all the dirt dauber nest in the, the sugar cup, I figured, hey, I won't just take the heads off because, well, I pulled the plugs out and the ATF is still sitting there that I poured down there 3 weeks ago. So, it actually looks really clean because it's full ATF yet. Okay, great. Yeah, everything looks nice though, other than the fact that it's still full. Yeah, it looks like it's a brand new engine. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah. Oh shit. So now what do we do? Well, now what we do is we continue to pull the engine down and see if we get the jugs off. And that's all I can really think of right now. I mean, I guess we could pull it out, but what sense would that make? So yeah, all our fan shouting is shot, and I mean shot. Yeah, the mice we're living in are a little too long. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna keep pulling it apart and maybe see what we can do. Maybe. I think it might be a lost cause, but we'll see. I don't know. Well, we got way farther and we down that engine. Oh man, we got a jug off. I mean, she doesn't look pretty down there, but if we can get the other side off, I think we let that bottom end soak. I think we might be able to save this thing. This jug came off pretty darn easy. I mean, it looks pretty good too. That piston definitely was not, well, the rings were stuck, but the piston was not stuck in the jug. I could definitely tell that because it came off with no effort. I mean, I put the pry bar on it, I give it a nudge. Man, look at all that water, look at the ice. Oh no, that's casting. I thought it was ice. Shows you how much I'd look. But anyways, this side is going to be our trouble side because you can't really see. Our intake is full of grunge, but we'll keep working at her. She'll come off. And yeah, if that one came off, then that one should come off. But yeah, our bottom end don't look bad. Piston does move on the wrist pin. Not very nice, but yeah. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get her. We're going to get her. Hopefully that bottom end ain't too froze up, but I mean, if it is, whatever. I mean, if we can get the other jug off, you know, I'm going to take, well, we're going to see if any of the ignition parts from either this motor or that 440 will go on this newer model CDI ignition motor. And one of them cylinder walls is scored up. I got that motor with the Jag. But we'll take the 340 jugs, pistons, and we'll slap all of them on there. And then we'll have some crazy 440 bottom end, 340 top end. Maybe we'll do a little bit of port and polish and work with the jugs. Okay, no, I'm trying to make things go fast. I need to make things run before I make things go fast. So, yeah, some crazy hybrid 340 stroke or something. Anyways, let's try to get that off without breaking any aluminum. And, which someone already has now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. I ain't up nothing, so proceed. Alright, well, with a little bit more prying and a little bit more luck, I got this jug to pop. Oh, shucks. I'm getting, well, part of me when I first started this, I was getting kind of flashbacks to that old Puma. But now I'm starting to get flashbacks to the Jag, so whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. It's still not good, but it's still not bad. Can we grab onto her? There she goes. Ooh. Well, that jug looks better than the other one was. That one was stuck, so... Oh, shit. Oh, excuse my language. That bottom end does not look good. Oh, boy. Dog, shut up. Anyways. Well, now that that's been assessed, I'm gonna go get the greasy old diesel fuel, and we're gonna fill up this crankcase, okay? Hear me out here. And we're gonna see if we can't get enough diesel in there to break everything in our bottom end loose, and then maybe she'll spin. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The extents I go to for old snowmobiles. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm probably right. I don't know. Maybe not. Well, no, I'm gonna cover up those. I'm gonna blow the bottom end of this motor apart, and then we'll go from there. All right, time to play my favorite game. Will the crank seals hold? Man, okay, let's see. Curious now. Okay, getting a little bit. Come on, pour. There we go. No, they do not. That is terrible. It's pouring out faster than I could pour it in. Yeah. Or, that's a problem. Okay, let's try the other side. Will the crank seals hold? Ooh, they're daughter nest. Darn it, I just cleaned it. That is terrible. I've never seen nothing that bad in my life. Let's see about this side. Oh, this side's holding. great. There she went. Okay, this ain't working, folks. She's pissing out faster than I can put her in. Great! Oh yeah, let's come back to that. Alright, well I took a moment to organize, and that's our pile of parts. Here's our motor. I just now noticed that, well, the skirt of that piston's busted. So, we still have no rotation out of the motor. That piston skirt's broke. So even if we do get to spin, we ain't gonna be able to get it to run in this episode. Yeah, but I know there's a piston, so we can go get that. They won't do us any good because, well, it doesn't turn yet. Anyways, I think I'm gonna pull it out of the machine. That's my executive decision. And pull it out of the machine. We'll split the case. I don't know. I guess throw it in a 5-gallon bucket and soak it in diesel. Because that crank seal, I can't get to hold any because it's leaking out. And I guess, I don't know. I'm looking at it a little bit more. I think it might not be worth our time to keep messing with it. I think it might be time to go get that up. Maybe work on that a little bit. I've been working on cats back to back to back to back. And I'm kind of getting sick of Artic Cats. And I already said how much I disliked Artic Cats. Or we could work on the Bolins, which is now on the operating table. Yeah, anyways, I put the other cat engine down there. I'm thinking I'd just be better off just listing the 4 cats I have for sale. And for $1,000 price of someone make me an offer or trade for something cool. Get them out of my yard. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. So, if any of you find folks out there watching this and, I don't know, you think you need some Artic Cats in your life, I got 4 of them. Make me an offer in the comments. He'd probably even cut you a deal if you're a subscriber. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep the booking on this one. Oh, yeah, as well. Everything gets baggied and labeled. Yeah, I'm kind of a nitpick over that. I mean, if it's not baggied and labeled, and it's in a box, I mean, all the hardware is there, I can live with it, but bags, that's A1 right there. So, we got all the nuts out for that motor, and yeah, I suppose now it's time to yank and pull and get it out. So without further ado, like I said before 3 times already, nothing to it but to do it. And yeah, it's on the board right. Alright, now it's time to make this machine disappear. Here, let me just... Holy smokes, that worked really well. It's gone. I didn't even see where it went. I mean, I don't know. Well, guess that gives me an excuse to clean the garage now. So, we'll do that, and then we'll come back and we'll put this engine in our engine room, and we'll start tearing down the rest of the way internally, and see if we can make anything happen. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical, very skeptical. All the skeptical. This is never gonna run. Never will. Never probably should. But yeah. So, reminder, kids, don't leave your snowmobile sitting on top of a sea can for 20 years because, or a shipping container. Don't do it because, yeah, this happens. And then I got to do this. Anyways, I don't know. Let's go to the engine room. State-of-the-art engine builder. Yeah. And well, I guess that's where it's gonna wrap up on this old video. Well, you know what? Let's get to booking. We're gonna split that case real quick once. And, well, that's where we're gonna wrap up this episode. We didn't get the engine to run, and the engine probably will never run. As the bottom rotating assembly is a solid block of garbage. With that that being said, we did get the pistons unstuck, and we did find that, you know, the skirt on that one is broke, so it would have been junk anyways. So well, we're back to back. We've had 3 cats on the channel, 4 cats, 3 cats. Well, 3 cats we tried to get running, and well, we've only been successful with 1. So what shall we do? I don't know. I say we move on to something better. So on the next episode, other than the Bolins here and the other Polaris, we're gonna work on something new because I'm sick of working on Artic Cats. I like Artic Cats. Don't get me wrong. Artic Cats are good. But yeah. So suppose it's time for me to wrap it up. Yeah, Skirt's Garage signing out. And you find folks at home, you keep turning them wrenches. Maybe one day you might be just like me. Hopefully not. Contemplating your life decisions, looking at a motor in your garage. Hey, the rings aren't stuck. That's something. And remember to, well, yeah, I suppose that's about all I got to say. These videos ain't gonna be very hot, I already know it, but by golly, Artic Cats made me mad today, I tell you that. Kind of makes me wish that they would have went bankrupt in the 80s. Freaking buying lawnmower companies, what the heck were they thinking? But this, well, it's just in all sorts of poor ownership, I would say. I don't know. Shucks. Well, so now we can officially say we have an Artic Cat graveyard. That's all Kawasaki engines down there. There's a 440 over there. There's a 340 over here. And there's another 440 over there. So we're going to have a table full of Artic Cat parts. So, just the way the cookie crumbles. And a Bolins.
Shake hands with danger. Meet a guy you ought to know. I used to laugh and say